G'day guys and welcome back to AdosTheGreat YouTube channel. So guys, in today's video I'm going to be predicting how I think Michael Maguire will name his Blues squad. Now there are going to be some debutants in this lineup in my opinion, but I think most positions are pretty much locked in. There might be a few little tweaks here and there, but let me know what your Blues squad would look like down below in the comments as this bloody ad plays. Oh, I love the internet. Alright, there we go. Yeah, let me know what your Blues side will be down below in the comments. We will be doing the Maroons team at some point as well. Yeah, very excited to jump in and do this one. Guys, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. Really helps the growth of the channel. We're getting so close to 6,000 subscribers. If you guys can help me hit that before the end of July, I would really appreciate it. All right, here we go. So at fullback, there's definitely a few options here. You got Scott Drinkwater, who is a very good shout. Dylan Edwards, Clint Gutherson. You've got Ryan Pappenhausen, Turbo, and James Tedesco. Now, I see a lot of people saying Dylan Edwards, and I wouldn't push back on it too much. Like, obviously, just putting it out there, I am a Queenslander. I'm born and bred in Queensland. Yes, I go for the Rabbitohs. That whole story is on TikTok. Go and check that out. But, yeah, look, I think Dylan Edwards will get his shot at fullback eventually, but I do think that James Tedesco will get the first crack at the jersey, in my opinion, for 2024. Look, if he struggles in game one, I do think they probably will look elsewhere. But I do reckon Michael Maguire keeps James Tedesco in that number one jersey. All right, one of the wingers. So, plenty of options here. ADDO-CARR. You've got, I guess, Stephen Crichton could be a good shout too. Probably wouldn't go, like Zach Lomax is another good shout. You've got Suali'i, Brian Ta'o. You could go Turbo on the wing as well, but I doubt they will. And you got Daniel Tupou. Look, I think the first winger will be Brian Ta'o. I think he's pretty much locked that spot in. Nobody is taking that off him. The other wing spot, I'm actually going to say that Zach Lomax will get that one. I think he'll lock that spot in. He's been phenomenal this year. I would argue he is the most informed winger in the comp. He's leading the Dally M's at the time of recording this. Now, I am recording this on Friday of round 8. So remember that at this point in time, he is leading the Dally M count, but his side did get pumped by 60, or they got 60 put on them last night. So you don't know. I don't know if that is locked in, but I do think he is a good shout for that spot. The centres, again, a few players. Bradman Best played there last year, did a good job. Probably one of the first picked potentially. Critter, another good shout. Outside of that, like obviously you got Latrell Mitchell as well. I don't think he will get picked personally. Katoni Staggs, Suali'i, Turbo, and Jack Whiten, but I doubt Jack gets picked either. Look, for the first player, I think we will see. They didn't put Tungo on there. I think Tungo's a good shout for it too, but I do think Stephen Crichton will lock down one of the centre spots, and I think the other one will go to Tom Trbojevic. So that is my back five there: Tedesco, Ta'o, and Lomax, with Crichton and Turbo in the centres. All right, now the halves. I think the halfback, he's back this week. Nathan Cleary, he's pretty much locked into that spot. I don't think anybody takes that off him. The 5'8's an interesting one. Now, Luke Brooks is having a very good year, but I don't think he gets it. Same with Matt Burton. I just don't think they'll go down that path. Lockie Galvin eventually could be there. Katoa is in bloody good form as well. Nico Hines is a good shout. Jerome Luai, he's been there before. Mitch Moses. I doubt Adam Reynolds will be playing 5'8 for the Blues. outside of that, there's not really any other. You could go Cody Walker, but he's not been informed, so I doubt they'll do that. My pick for the 5'8", I think they will go with Nico Hines. I think he'll get another opportunity there for the Blues. And yeah, I think Michael Maguire will select him. All right, in the front row, look, one of them's locked in, 1,000%. Payne Haas will be there. The other one, you could go a few ways here, like Regan Campbell-Gillard. Jack de Bellin's been playing good footy. Well, you're not going to get Spencer Linu. Terrell May's been good for the Roosters. Outside of that, though, like Junior Barlow, I doubt gets a run. Stefano's a good shout. Jake Trbojevic. I would, if I'm Michael Maguire and I'm trying to get into his head here to select the team that I think he probably would, I reckon he goes Jake up front. I reckon he goes Payne Haas and Jake Trbojevic in the front row. Dummy half, I reckon he starts Reece Robson. I think Reece Robson will start. I'll explain my reasoning when we get to the bench. All right, second rowers. A few names that I think definitely could be thrown in the mix. Mitch Barnett is one of them. Nat Butcher, he's been in really good form recently. Angus Crichton as well. I don't see any of these. Cameron Murray, like we know, he can do a job there. Liam Martin, he has to be locked in somewhere there, so I am going to put him in straight away. Outside of that, though, like I don't really see too many other names that I would be playing there. Olakau'atu is definitely another good shout. For me, I think that they need to go with Olakau'atu. I think it's his time. He's been in phenomenal form. He deserves to lock in that second row spot, in my opinion. All right, and lock. This one again is interesting because I think there are two players that could lock in this spot. No pun intended. All right, so Isaiah Yeo, definitely the first, and then the second, Cameron Murray. Now, it depends on which way they want to go, whether they want to bring Yeo off the bench and start Murray there, or bring Murray off the bench and start Yeo there. I personally think Michael Maguire will start with Cameron Murray. So he is going to be my selection there in the number 13 jersey. All right, we've now got our interchange bench here. And the first player, and the reason I picked Reece Robson to start, is I think that we see Api Korisau get a go off the bench. So I think he'll be in the number 14 jersey. And I think, they'll let Reece Robson get through that first 20 minutes of tough footy. And then they'll bring Appy on. And Appy will just, fresh Appy will just run rings around Queensland. That is how I see Michael Maguire's thought pattern there. I hope it's not named like that, because as a Queenslander, I'd hate that rotation, to be honest. But yeah, I think that's how they name their number 14. In the number 15 jersey, I think Mitch Barnett is a good shout for it. I also think that Nat Butcher is another good shout. De Bellin could also put his hand up for it. Angus Crichton. But I think there is definitely at least one player locked in, and that is Isaiah Yeo. So Isaiah Yeo will get that number 15 jersey, in my honest opinion. The number 16 jersey for me will be Stefano Utoikamanu. I just think he's been in unstoppable form there for the Tigers. I reckon he's slotted in to that Blues squad there. I think he will be in there somewhere. So he is my number 16 for the Blues. And then the number 17, rounding out the team. This is where it gets tough. This is where I've got to play eyes up footy here, because this is where it could make or break my prediction, to be honest with you. So obviously you've got Regan Campbell-Gillard, which I could go with there. Kalorn Matangi is not going to be there. Terrell May's a good shout. I reckon Cameron McInnes is a great shout as well, to be honest. I think that we might see him come into the squad. He was named earlier in the season when they did their, the pre-origin thing at the start of the year. I don't think Hudson Young gets named. Teague Wilton's a good smoky too, to be honest. But I would say that they will go. I think I'm pretty confident I can lock in. Where is he? I reckon Angus Crichton's done enough to earn the spot there. So that is my lineup there, guys. James Tedesco at fullback, Brian Tato and Zach Lomax on the wing, Stephen Crichton, Tom Trbojevic in the centres, Nico Hines and Nathan Cleary in the halves, Payne Haas and Jake Trbojevic up front with Reece Robson at dummy half, Liam Martin and Olakawatu in the second row, Cameron Murray at lock, Appy, Isaiah, Stefano and Angus off the bench. Now, there's probably a good chance I've missed someone. Let me know, guys, because I'm sure I've missed somebody that I was originally going to select. But, yeah, I'd love to hear from you. Let me know what changes you'd make. And as always, my friends, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.